A lot of people say, well, a traffic light is a traffic light. Yes, a traffic light is a traffic light. But when you're a new driver, there can be a lot of things that can be confusing around traffic lights. And even as an experienced driver, if you don't know the clues that tell you what happens at complex junctions and you don't understand some fundamentals, you can actually end up with problems, okay? And not understanding exactly what is the correct thing to do. I think experienced drivers are always better at dealing with multiple errors which people make at traffic lights. But the thing is, that's not always the case when it comes to new drivers. And new drivers need to have clues, as do experienced drivers, of certain things that they need to understand about traffic lights to make them easier to interpret. It's about looking at clues that make traffic lights easier to interpret and how you would interpret those things. All right, so here we are. This is the first slide. Stop line dilemma. I think the first thing you need to understand, look, that would confuse me. That traffic light on there would just totally confuse me. That is so confusing. I would just lie down and cry if I had to face something like that. But anyway, so I suppose somebody decided they needed to build a tree out of traffic lights. Anyway, so what we've got to remember about traffic lights, there are some basics around traffic lights that you need to understand. And one of the things, we've dealt with this before as well, what is the relationship between the traffic light and the stop line? Now, I brought this image up because this image is a very typical sort of image. It gives you, and I pulled this off Google, you guys can see that. It's got some Google markings on it. So what you do when you get to a traffic light, you need to understand a couple of things about that junction the moment you get there. In this case, we are facing green lights. There are no filter arrows on these lights at all. There's no such thing as a filter arrow. They are simply, you can see here, they are three lights. Now, one of the things that is common with all traffic lights, I'm going to cover quite a lot of what we discussed just by looking at this evening, okay? Okay, so the first thing you have to remember is you must always determine what the relationship is between the traffic light position and the stop line, because this relationship tells you whether this traffic light you're looking at on the left here is actually governing your stop line that you've got in front of you. There's the stop line. If I'm in this left-hand lane, that's the left-hand lane. That's where the stop line is. Now, what I want you to notice, guys, this is really important. This here is very important. The traffic light is always beyond the stop line. And you can look at every one of these. There's the bicycle stop line, and the traffic light is beyond the stop line. There is a space. So this is common. This is the right way to set it up. If you look carefully at the intro video, you would have seen there were actually images on that intro video which were graphically designed by whoever, which were incorrectly laid out. But on the roads, the stop line must always be away from the traffic light. The stop line will never be in line with the actual traffic light itself, okay? So this is a basic fundamental rule you must look at when you're approaching a traffic light. So if you see a traffic light and it's green, you go down the post, across, and to your stop line, and then you know that traffic light, that green light, is for me because I have a stop line between myself and the traffic light. So similarly here, if you were in the right-hand lane, you would go, yes, it's green. I have got my stop line is there. Therefore, this stop line here is now green because that traffic light is there. Now, obviously, these traffic lights are working in unison because they are governing the same stop line. Now, this is a very basic thing. People sort of get past through their driving stuff and they don't actually know this. And then you get into a complex junction where you have to turn right. And as you're turning, you see a red light and you have no flipping idea if that light is for you or not. And the only way you can determine that is whether there is a stop line between you and that light. If there's no stop line between you and that light is not for you. So when you're turning right here, so if you're in this junction and you're turning right like this car over here, when you turn right here, sometimes there would be lights over here, over on this side here in the middle, that are for the cars coming down the road from over there. But in this case, there isn't. But if this car turns right here, that car will be facing a red light over here when it turns right. And therefore, because there's no stop line here, anywhere here between this car and that light, that car can easily go into that junction over there. Okay? That is a normal situation where a red light is not effective on you. Now, you need to really understand that, because we have a junction here in the area where I teach, where it's a very slight left turn, and the traffic light for the people coming from the right, junction on the right, have their own stop line there, but that traffic light is hidden behind trees as you come round the corner. So you have a green light, and then as you turn the corner, you suddenly see a red light. And I cannot tell you how many students have failed on that flippin' red light. They think, red light, oh, gotta stop. No, it wasn't for you. It was for people on your right-hand side who needed to stop to let you into the junction. And that thing can confuse people so badly. So you see the red light and you must immediately look, is there a stop line, or have I got a stop line between myself and that traffic light? If you don't, that traffic light is not for you. Okay, really important. So there are sometimes red lights are not for you. Okay, but make sure you understand that concept, yeah, before you drive through a red light. Okay, so